talk about maybe like the pros and cons of him aligning with each character as he sees it, either Lily or Damon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the main struggle for Enzo as we see the season opening. And I think the pros and cons of siding with Lily, the pros are that this sense of community is what he's actually been seeking, you know, for his whole life. You know, he was an orphan, he was an outcast, he was, you know, always the outsider. And as much as he's kind of reveled in that at times, deep down, he's got no people, you know. And so by choosing the side of Lily, he kind of has a community with the heretics and stuff. And I don't know how much he connects with these heretics. I think there's probably something, he probably feels like she has more of a connection with them, and he's still the outsider infiltrating their family. So that's also part of the con of it, is that he may feel like the run of the litter or whatever, you know. And I think an interesting dynamic is going to be explored with that conflict as well. Pros and cons of choosing Damon's side. The pros are every boy needs his boys, you know? I mean, there's only so much with, you know, the Lily and them that he can get, that he's never going to get with Damon, you know what I mean? And also him and Damon have this kind of, you know, relationship runs deep. And the cons of that are that Lily still has this pull on him. You know, she's the one who turned him. There's that kind of, you know, like this feeling that he has towards her. And I don't think he knows exactly what that is. And I think that's something as well we're going to be exploring, is what is exactly their relationship? Is it something that he wants more? Is it going to be a romantic thing? Is it just a, you know, almost a maternal nurturing thing? And I think we're leaving that open. And the first scene that Annie and I shot together yesterday, we kind of played with a lot of the nuances with it. So, you know, as actors, that's always fun to kind of mess around with a scene and go, oh, well, let's try it a little bit like this. And she's great for that. She's an amazing actress, and it's always a joy to work with her. And so, yeah, we're kind of leaving the door open for that. But the cons of it are definitely her wrath and what might happen if she were to actually be incensed by that, you know.
How do you feel about Enzo's journey this season? I know last season you said, you know, his vendetta against Stefan, you were kind of struggling to get on board with that a little bit. He was kind of a dick last season. How do you feel about him this season? I
think his journey is a lot more interesting for me, like as an actor to play, because there's a definite conflict there. I understand exactly his motivation of why he's doing what he's doing, what his needs are, and it's just more clear. And also, there's a lot more people more actors to do scenes with. You know, I've got the dynamic between me and Annie, the dynamic between me and Caroline. We have some crazy coming up. Really, yeah, it's really good. You're gonna enjoy it. And the dynamic between him and Damon. And, you know, they've promised Ian and I that we can work together again more this season. Kept us apart last season because we were too touchy-feely with each other, you know. Wasn't going down well with my wife, you know. She nearly divorced me. Nikki and him nearly, what?
You should understand.
Yeah, well, you know, we decided to all get married, basically. So me, Ian, Nikki, and Nadine are now a couple. A quadruple. We're a quadruple. No, I love them with all my heart, man. They're such good people, and Nikki is a darling, like, genuinely. And her and Nadine are like two peas in a pod. They're so similar, it's like weird. So yeah, anyway, side note.
Is there any chance we'll get more flashbacks into Enzo's past this season that you know of, or are you hoping that there are certain answers or parts of his past that are explored further?
Yes, I'm really hoping that we can explore what happened, because we talked about the orphanage and him doing that, and then we see him sick with tuberculosis, and I'd like to just connect the dots a little bit. You know, we've seen that, we hear about the orphanage, we see him at the shipyard with Lily, and what was going on between those time periods, you know? I think he was kind of working to kind of better himself, you know, and maybe working in a place like Downton Abbey or something, and kind of trying to, you know, make himself better or something. I think he has this mindset of wanting to, and because when we saw him then, his accent was a bit more London, You know, very subtle. I don't know if I did it well or not, but I tried. And
He says yes.
yeah, thanks. It's just a really subtle touch. And then basically, I think between that point in the shipyard and when we see him in the prison, he spent a lot of time fine-tuning this character, you know. And I think he's that kind of guy. But yeah, I'd like to kind of delve into what happened there. But we do see a flash forward into the future, where we might see something about his love life.
Cool.
All right. Nice to see you guys. Thank you.